saying just how excited we are about you guys heading out on tour, but also we're about to play Easy Way Out on our show for the very first time as well. So congratulations.
Thank you. That's awesome to hear.
So tell us a little bit about this track. What can your fans expect to hear on this track?
Um, well, we've got 5 members in the band, and we use 5 vocals in most of the songs, so you can expect to hear a lot of voices. We have 3 guitars, so it's a big guitar sound. And we're all pretty influenced by rock and roll and power pop music, and we take a lot of inspiration from 70s and 80s bands, so it's got that flavour in there as well.
Well, actually, we're going to play a double hit. We're actually going to play Wrong Side of Town as well, so it's going to be a little bit of a double hit for you. But this EP, it has done so well to the point now where you have to do a repress. How does that make you feel? Like, has that been beyond your wildest dreams?
Yeah, we did not see that coming at all. It was, I mean, I've only released I did a CD when I was a teenager, and then a couple of the members were in another band together a few years ago, and we released something during lockdown, and that sort of, was the beginning of COVID, so not much was happening with sales and playing shows, and you couldn't do a launch and that sort of thing. So I guess I had it in my head, sort of those past experiences. I thought, we're not doing it for any other reason than we enjoy playing music. So the expectations are sort of whatever happens is a bonus, really. But yeah, I didn't anticipate it selling out in like 24 hours of release. So we're all pretty excited about that.
Yeah, and the last couple of years must have been pretty tough. You've been sitting on this great album that you've been wanting to get out to your fans. What has that last couple of years been like for you all as a band?
I don't know, it's weird to look back on it now. It's like it lasted forever, but also like it never happened. We're all in full swing now, and playing lots of shows, and life's sort of gone back to normal. So I guess it's like any sort of traumatic experience, you sort of push it back somewhere. But I don't know. The benefit of lockdown for me was that I'd never done lead vocals and drummed at the same time, so I got a good 6 months to figure out how to do that. And we got a lot of practice in before shows could start happening, but when restrictions had lifted enough to the point where we could actually see each other, so we're relatively well rehearsed by the time we got to play our first show.
So for those people that are listening that aren't drummers, how difficult is that to do lead vocals and drum at the same time? Because I was always in awe of Phil Collins, even though I'm into heavier music. I was always in awe watching him play, especially the times I watched him play live. So how difficult is that?
I guess it would be different for everyone, but for me, I'd done a little bit of like backing vocals and stuff like that, so I just thought, I can do that. I've played drums for years, so I'm sure I can just put the two together. But you run out of a lot of air pretty quickly when you're trying to concentrate on your breathing techniques, and playing drums is a bit of a physical activity anyway. So it's just I've got it to a point now, I think, where I can do it. I can get through the set. But in the beginning, it was kind of like training for a marathon or something, just baby steps and working up to being able to play 10 songs in a row.
Yeah. Now, the new video clip looks absolutely amazing, and it was shot at the Pier Hotel. What was that like, stepping into a venue that's got such an amazing history behind it?
Yeah, we love that place. We played there probably like 4 months ago with the Cosmic Psychos, and I'd never been there before. And I walked in and I was like, this place is like a late 70s time capsule. I don't think they've updated the interior of the venue since probably the Angels played there in 1978 or whenever it was.
Yep.
That's definitely sort of our aesthetic, I guess. And a lot of our favourite bands played there, and I mean, there's not many places that have a giant spinning record as a dance floor, so we thought it would be a pretty cool thing to utilise.
Yeah, and the clip looks absolutely amazing as well. It's one of those clips that I think people are going to be requesting to see on TV because you just want to watch this. How much of a say did the guys have on how it ended up and how it looks?
Well, I'm a pretty visual person. I sort of everything I do, like I work as a makeup artist when I'm not doing music, so I have a pretty strong sense of how I want things to, how our visual representation sort of comes across, I guess. And so I'd worked with the director Willem previously when I was actually doing makeup for a music video. He did a clip for my friend's band Beans, and I really liked him as a person, and I liked his shooting style, and I sort of had a vision in my head of the early Countdown videos, like Blondie clips, and just all of the bands that we love. And I love those sort of silly live, it's not live because you're just miming along to your song, but those performance style clips have always been my favorite. So I kind of wanted to go down that path, and I sent him a few references, and we just sort of hoped for the best. We were all kind of nervous waiting for the first edit to come back, because I feel like you can go pretty hit and miss with clips sometimes. Like, if you can look pretty, it can go bad. But the first edit that came back, we're all like, you've really hit the nail on the head there. It's perfect.
Definitely.
So we didn't make any changes, yeah.
Now, you're heading out on the road with the Chats, but you've also got some launch dates as well on Saturday, the October 1st, and Friday, October the 28th, for all the listeners out there. How excited are you about being able to head back out and do live shows again as well?
Yeah, it's really exciting. We've got our first show out of Victoria tomorrow in Tasmania. That's with the Chats. So we've got a run of shows over the next 2 weeks with them, or next 3 weeks with them, sorry, which, we're all really looking forward to. It's kind of like going on school camp or something, I reckon, when you do a tour. You just get to hang out with your friends all weekend and have fun and play music, and, it'll be a good time. And then, we've got our launch in Melbourne on October 1st, and then the show in Sydney is a dual launch with RMFC. Awesome.
Now, one of the things that's really hit me over the last few years is how much I've missed live music, but how much I've taken it for granted. I mean, I'm in my 40s, and I've been going to live shows since I was about 13 or 14, and it just became a thing. You went to 2 or 3 shows every week, and it was just what you did. But then it got taken away from us with the lockdowns. Is that something that you feel as well, like that you'll never ever take a show for granted again?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we all felt a bit that way. For me, playing shows as well. It was something that we basically didn't get to do for 2 years. So it's looking at it with fresh eyes now, I guess, and getting to go out and see gigs again. It's been awesome.
So what are the plans now for the prize for the rest of this year and going into next year? You've been able to build such a solid fan base, and now you're heading out on the road, but what are you going to be doing after that? Is it time to head back into the studio to work on new music?
Yeah, we're actually all talking about that today. It's very easy to get offered shows and say yes to everything, because of course we love playing live, and then all of a sudden 6 months has passed and you haven't got an opportunity to record again. So we're pretty consciously trying to make sure that we get into the studio before the end of the year to record the album for release, hopefully early next year.
Awesome. And you've also got a huge fan base as well in the UK. Is that something that you're going to look to explore as well, like head over there for a tour or something?
Yeah, I don't know if it's, we did a cover of a band from the UK on this 7-inch, the Incredible Kidder Band, and I don't know if that's had something to do with it, or whether it's power pop still really, prevalent over there. But I get updates on Facebook every day of what radio shows are playing us, and like I reckon 80% of them seem to be in the UK, which is crazy. But yeah, the plan is definitely to get over there next year.
Well, that is amazing. Now, we are going to play Wrong Side of Town and also Easy Way Out back to back on our show right now. So what would you like to say to everybody out there, not only before they listen to these amazing tracks, but before they go out and grab tickets for your shows as well?
It would be great to see you there, and I hope you enjoy our tunes.